This is the second cabinet meeting since the details of the 2016 budget were transmitted to the presidency. It is, however, the first one with President Buhari in attendance. Speaking after the lengthy meeting, the Minister of Budget and National Planning says no specific date has been fixed for the president to sign the budget.
The monitoring and evaluation mechanism to make sure that the budget delivers what it promises. That mechanism was looked at by the Federal Executive Council and approved. And also to make sure that 2017 budget is done on time, a timetable was approved for the 2017 budget. In addition, Council noted the report of the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, which in partnership with the National Planning Commission last year organized an economic summit and made various recommendations. Those recommendations were presented and noted by the Federal Executive Council.
Issues surrounding the recent drop in power generation were addressed by the Minister of Power, Works and Housing. He is still convinced that the Buhari administration will achieve its 10,000 megawatt target by 2019.
Repairs are going on to restore the gas line, the crude line, and consequently the gas line. It's a Ministry of Petroleum responsibility, but they are keeping us in the loop about what they are doing and when all of this will be restored to normal service. Because of that, our power production has dropped from 5,000 megawatt to about 3,000, 3,001, 3,002, depending on other collateral problems. And therefore, what was not enough at 5,000 has become even more difficult to share at 3,000. And we are having increasing success with some of our transmission projects.
Communications Minister spoke on the 1.04 trillion naira MTN fine. He says there's no negotiations yet with the South African firm.
Negotiations have not yet commenced, and the 50 billion naira which was paid may eventually form part of the payments. But it is not, the understanding is that it is a sign of an act of good faith that indeed they wanted out-of-court settlement. So I want to believe that as soon as the investigations are concluded by the House of Reps Committee on Telecommunications, we will sit down with them and know what they are bringing onto the table. But I can assure you that the law has been followed, remission has been given, and they are still indebted to the federal government for the penalties that were imposed on them.
The cabinet meeting, which centered almost totally on the 2016 budget, began at about 11 in the morning and lasted at least 4 hours.